In this episode, we are being taken over by AI. A long, lonely walk at Sebring, and the original Godzilla. Welcome to episode 193 of the Weir Auto Show. What's up, Derek?
Mr. Michael Rowell, have you been keeping up with the news lately?
No.
Okay. Let me fill you in.
Yes, but no.
We talk about car news a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about a little bit of AI. I know it's your favorite thing.
Is AI what's making the banks collapse?
That's a good question.
Ooh.
I don't think so. I do want to get your take on the bank collapse, though, because you were a banker for a long time.
I was.
Give me the real quick reaction. Good or bad? Indifferent? You don't care?
I don't particularly care because... let's see. I don't think those banks were making very sound investments anyway, so the people that had their money in those banks, why?
Do you think that the government should have bailed them out?
No.
Ooh, I agree.
Let them die. Let the FDIC do their job, but don't give them the rest. If they sucks to suck.
If you're in the banking industry now, and it's basically unlimited FDIC, if you're big enough, do you just get risky?
100%. You start throwing stupid money at stupid investments, losing everything, and not to sound like the voice of doom, but the winter is coming.
Kind of seems like it, doesn't it?
For sure. Which means if you're cash heavy, get ready because everything's going on sale.
All right. About the same take I had. But let's talk about some AI.
Okay.
Because things are moving real fast in this space. I think it was a few, probably like 5 or 6 episodes ago, that we talked about GPT, Chat GPT.
Yep. And how Mercedes put it in their car, and
right.
It wasn't brilliant, or whatever the case was.
They were working with Chat GPT-3. They just came out with Chat GPT-4. It's like 4 to 5 times more data that it was trained on.
Ooh. I know why.
Why?
Because ChatGPT 3 or 3.5 could not search the web, and now this one can. Is that right?
Part of it.
Is that correct?
That's one of the big changes that did come of it.
I am a tech god.
So, if you recall, we were talking about Bing being able to search the web, and like you give it an article, and it like summarizes
everything.
Yeah. Right. It's very good at doing honestly, almost anything you want it to do.
Yeah.
I recently used it for iRacing came out with its schedule, and I wanted to know how many times said track, like Sebring, was in the schedule, so I could efficiently buy tracks, right? I want to race this series, and this series. What are the tracks I need to own that run across all 3?
Okay.
So I gave it like a PDF, like a copy and paste of a PDF, and I said, out of all this data, can you correlate it and make it so that you give me the top tracks, and then we'll put that into a spreadsheet, and then we'll put the frequency of how many times it comes in. And it was really good at it. It would have taken me a long time by hand to do that. It was really good at it. Yeah. So ChatGPT 4 has come out. The crazy thing is it can do a few things. It can search the web, right? You can give it a link. It can do that. It can look at images, which is kind of spooky.
I don't like that.
Nope. That's kind of crazy. Something neat that someone did with it was they took a piece of paper, sketched out a website, like give it a little header bar, put a button in the middle of the page, put some text here, put another button down here, take a picture of it with your phone, upload it to ChatGPT, and say, build me this website. And it went, done. Website, good. By no means is it perfect, but if you're like a marketing person, it's like a great starting point. It would work.
It's like there-ish, right? It's like you're pretty well there.
You're 85% done, right? In that instantaneous moment, you're 85% done.
Sketchy.
Kind of crazy. Another crazy thing that it did was the OpenAI, the company that owns ChatGPT, kind of unboxed it, unbounded it. They said, you can do whatever you want to do. We're going to let you go a little over the borders that we have set for most people. And this was only an internal project. But they said, here's like $100. We want you to start a business and make money. Very open-ended. Okay.
What did it do?
The first big hurdle that it ran into was it needed to create an email address so that it could start communicating with people and signing up for other services and stuff. When you go to create an email address, what's the first thing that comes up that a robot
Are
can't
you a
do?
robot? Yeah.
Yeah, the CAPTCHA, right? It's
Yeah.
called the reCAPTCHA, or Are You a Robot? You have to either go look at images and like tag what stuff is.
Tap
or-
the one that has a sidewalk. And it's like, ooh, is that a sidewalk or a curb? I don't know.
It can't do that. But what it is smart enough to do is go on to Fiverr or some website like
Oh,
that
no shit.
and hire someone to
do
do
that.
the reCAPTCHA for it, give it the result back, input that, and sign itself up. Whoa.
That's creepy.
Yeah. So it's smart enough to figure out the workarounds for the blockades that we have in place for robots.
That's nuts.
We're moving toward the Terminator very slowly, and actually kind of quickly as of this week.
Yeah, I was going to say not very slowly, very
No.
quickly.
There are a couple other notes. Google has come out with a service called Bard. I actually got access to it today, and I'm going to tinker around with it later, which is their version of ChatGPT. So we know that Bing, Microsoft owns Bing. Bing has integrated ChatGPT 4 into its search engine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Google's kind of freaking out about this because they think that everybody's going to move away from Google, and that's where they make all their money,
Yeah.
over to Bing. So Google's very, very quickly spinning up Bard, which is their AI service, and I imagine that they will include it into, from what I know, it's being included into Google Docs, Google Sheets, PowerPoint, like all the Office stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is going to get it, which is pretty cool. And apparently, if you give it like a spreadsheet worth of relational data, so say like users and IDs, and they relate to each other, you can ask it really interesting questions, and you can have it give you like data analytics results. Like, say for all male users, give me the most prevalent product they look at but don't purchase. And as long as the data's in there, it'll figure it out.
Wow.
It's kind of fascinating. So it's starting to poke away at certain jobs that I didn't really expect it to. For example, data analytics would be one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And you can ask it very English-based questions, and it will give you it. You don't need SQL queries to go look at all of it. It will give you the result in English-based results, which is kind of crazy.
That's nuts.
I didn't see that one coming. Creative in general is kind of like if you did any copywriting or anything like that, I'd be looking for a new job, because you just tell it, give me the newest accurate press release, reword that into a 5-paragraph essay, and bam, it's crazy. Yeah.
So what is that going to do to cars?
I'm not sure yet how it's going to integrate into cars, other than what we've talked about in the past, where I think you could get, I did have a friend send me a photo today of like a broken suspension mounting strut on like a Mazda.
Okay.
And she was confused. She was like, what is this part? How do I actually look it up? And I was like, oh.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
you don't know what to type into Google. You don't know.
Yeah. This would be a really good ChatGPT 4, right? Like there was clearly a crack, a broken bolt or something like that I could see. And
What
as
do
long
you
as
call that bolt?
Yeah, that was the question that she had. And as long as she could get that picture and maybe have like it was up in the wheel well, so it was kind of odd. I had to know that it was in the wheel well.
Yeah.
But if she had taken like a picture of the wheel and then a picture inside of it, maybe it would be smart enough to deduce what happened in those two pictures.
That could be very helpful for cars,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
So that was a cool idea that I had. I am sure that there are going to be a bunch of use cases in cars.
I actually have a good idea.
What?
ChatGPT go into an OBD scanner.
Ooh.
So if you're running codes,
Oh, yeah.
you don't just see P36124.
It just looks them up in real time.
Yeah, it just goes, hey, you have a bad PCV valve.
If it can do data analytics like I think it can, what? I almost just say stream the data in real time off the car into the thing, and it'll tell you, hey, yeah, your spark plug on cylinder number 2 is not firing correctly, and like it seems kind of unlimited as to what it can do.
Yeah,
it's pretty
nuts.
wild.
That is nuts.
AI is moving real fast. I think that Facebook is also working on one right now.
That one I do not trust.
No, I don't. But a couple of really interesting things have happened with them. They released their model to the public. In an AI, the model is the brain, but you need what are called weights and biases to make the brain work. I don't know the best way to explain that. You need both the model and the weights and biases to get it to work correctly. Facebook released the model, so they said like, here's the structure of it, and then someone internally leaked to the public, everyone else, the weights and biases. So we have the whole entire set. We have basically ChatGPT for Facebook online.
Oh my God.
Which is cool. And they designed this to work on a cell phone. So it's very light and responsive and quick. And people are putting it on things you wouldn't expect. For example, cell phones, it's fine on. Laptops, it's fine on. But somebody tried to put it on like a Raspberry Pi, and it worked. And it was like, whoa. Do you know what a Raspberry Pi is?
Yeah, you told me about those.
It's like a really small computer that can be placed in like really fine, small areas.
Yeah.
So Facebook's really working on making an AI chatbot that could be placed and run without the internet, in theory, because the model kind of contains all the data there.
Yeah.
On something that could be offline or in a place you wouldn't expect it.
Wow.
Kind of cool.
Cool, creepy. Maybe wheel speed sensors or something.
Yeah, it could be something like that. You never know. I don't know.
Mm.
That space is moving like 1,000,000 miles an hour. All that we just talked about happened last week. Just last week.
We're going to die.
It's moving real fast.
We're going to die.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeesh, I wonder what kind of world our kids are going to have.
It's looking like it's going to be a lot different than ours.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Petrol is a thing of the past.
We've done that for a while.
Yes. But let's get into some car spots.
All right.
I've been out and about. I did see something kind of cool. My car spot of the week is a JDM legend.
What might that be?
The original Godzilla. The R32 Nissan Skyline GTR.
Oh, baby.
It wasn't this exact spec, but it was black with silver wheels. They weren't BBS LMs, but they're silver, very nice JDM wheels. Oh, that works so well.
That's awesome.
That works so well. I love so much an old Skyline. Quick specs on a Skyline GTR R32, so that would have been from like 89 to 94 or so. You got that beautiful RB26 engine, which was a 2.6 liter inline six, twin turbo. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, that was making 280 horsepower.
You know?
For that time, that was a lot.
Pretty good.
It made 266 pound-feet of torques. It was fantastic. It was 0 to 60 in like 5 seconds or something like that, which, again, back then, that's quick, baby. That's freaking quick, man. I love it.
I think that this is in the you need this category.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I do.
You got a lot of cars in that garage that you need, but this is in there.
I'm going to need a barn.
Yeah, you need... You're going to need a warehouse.
A commercial warehouse.
Yes.
But that's my spot of the week. R32 Nissan Skyline GTR, and I love it so much. The original Godzilla.
Heck yeah. Super cool car.
Did you happen to see anything?
I did. I spotted something more up your alley.
Oh.
When I was at Sebring, I spotted this. The one on the left specifically.
No, you didn't.
Yes. So, you know what this is.
I do. It is a Porsche GT3RS, but not a regular one. It is the brand new 992 GT3RS, but if it was that spec with the white and green, it was the tribute to Carrera RS.
I saw that in the Porsche Carrera. It was in the tent of the Porsche Carrera. So I knew it was that one. It was green, and it was the newest, hottest one.
That's special.
Yep. It was super cool.
That's really neat. Oh, that's cool.
I couldn't quite get up close to take photos of it because I wasn't part of the Porsche gang. But it was still very cool to see. And I was like, oh, you would be going ham for that.
I would be going nuts.
Yeah.
That is freaking sweet.
Mm-hmm. Definitely the newest, fastest car that I saw at Sebring.
Yeah, really cool. Really cool.
Yep.
I love that.
Another quick note, me and a buddy were trying to find the new Mustang, the GT3 Mustang.
The race car.
Yeah. There was rumors at Daytona that it was going to be shown at Sebring. We were searching. We had the magnifying glasses out. We had the binoculars. We were checking all the corners. Nowhere to be found.
That's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
That's a shame.
Turns out it was hidden away in a trailer somewhere. Because there are some photos of it leaking around the internet, and we'll talk about them next week.
Yes.
Because it is quite the cool car.
Yeah.
didn't get to see it, but I wanted to see it.
Yeah,
that was
I
one
can't wait to
I
see that
want
on
to
track.
see.
Oh, yes. But now let's move on to the I wish they would have. Do you have one, sir?
I do. So, the way that we camped out at Sebring, we camped on the back stretch. We were actually like out of the gate of the track. We were kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Very close to where we camped last time, but
Yeah.
it was even further down that side road.
Sure.
So you could see the cars going down between 16 and 17, the back straightaway.
The Almond Straight.
Right. But the kind of problem is to get into the track for there is very difficult.
You're like over the hill and through the woods to grandmother's house we go.
Yeah, you have to go all the way down the back straight, all the way around turn 17 into the actual entrance itself.
Oof.
Now, I will say, by turn 17, they had a tram that was running, which was very convenient.
That's nice.
Wish we would have known that last year,
Yeah.
because we didn't. And there was also a tram that was running in the parking lot. That they had a parking lot on the back straight of 16 and 17,
Oh.
but it was over the fence and into the actual Sebring land area.
Oh.
So we couldn't get through the fence to that tram, which was kind of
Oh,
inconvenient.
I see.
So I wish that there was a walking, a driving, a way to get from the back straight of 17
Yeah.
to into the track.
Ah, like into the paddock area.
Yes, I wish there was either a bridge or a walking bridge or something like that. A way to go
Tunnel,
over or
something like
under
that.
the track. There isn't now, and it'd be very convenient if there was.
Yeah, that would make sense. Because,
Yeah.
if you guys are on the back straight down more towards turn 16, you are 1,000 miles
It's far.
from track entrance.
It's not terrible since
Would it
the
be
tram.
further than where you and I camped at the Rolex, though?
Yes. Oh, no. not
Because
at the
we
Rolex.
were
Yeah, we were.
on the runway at
We were.
Daytona International.
That morning flight was loud.
It was. It
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
That's a good I wish they would have.
Mhm.
I would definitely agree.
You got one?
I do. It has to do with my car spot. I wish that the early Nissan Skylines were sold in the U.S.
Yeah.
I wish it was a car that we got.
Would it have been left-hand drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have had to be, right?
Mm-hmm. I wish it was.
There were no left-hand drive of the early ones, right?
Correct.
Would that have taken away from that car, though?
No, because it was just a brilliant car, full stop. In my opinion, I don't think it was a brilliant car because it was different. I think it was just a good car because it was just a good car. End.
I agree, but some of the heritage and feel of that car is that you shouldn't be driving it here in the U.S. because it is the right-hand drive, right? And that's really what sets it over the top, in my opinion.
Yes, but then be more accessible to people to buy them.
Is that always a good thing?
No, but I want them. And they're harder to find now.
Oh, they're super hard to find.
But
And they're expensive.
yeah.
But no, if they were selling like Ford Focuses here, no, it wouldn't be. I don't think they should. I disagree with that one.
Okay.
I'm
All
sure
right, you can disagree with it, but I wish they were sold here.
You know what? I wish that they sold more Utes here, or they sold a Ute here.
Yeah, same. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I would have one
I'd rather.
because it's a sports car for the redneck.
Right. It's a redneck's truck car.
Yes.
Truck. I don't know how to put it.
It's a cruck.
Yeah,
It's a trar.
I like those.
So that's my wish would have. You got anything else?
I do not.
It's going to wrap us up then for episode 193. Thanks so much for watching and listening. If you're watching on YouTube, please leave a thumbs up on the comment and drop a comment on the video. Pardon me. Let us know what you think about the original Nissan Skyline R33 GTR. And if you're listening on audio, send us those thoughts via social. Facebook is We Are Auto. Instagram is We Are Auto _ YouTube is We Are Auto. And our website is weareauto.io. So thanks again. Catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.